He is why you're all here. He is a Winnipegger who moved to Toronto, and now he's coming back to do some comedy. His jokes are all right. Give it up for Bob Smith, everybody. Wow, Keener, thanks for pumping me up. That's what I like. Thanks everyone for coming out. I speak on Light and everyone here. I appreciate it. So I come back. I live in Toronto. I come back to Winnipeg from time to time. The last time I was in Winnipeg was actually for a bachelor party and a wedding. And when I grew up, what I knew about bachelor parties was that they were crazy. There were strippers, there were hookers, there was cocaine, guys were doing things that they regretted, and then so the last bachelor party I went to, we played floor hockey and went to the Olive Garden. Now, I fucking love those breadsticks. But they won't give me a lap dance. That's all I'm saying. And on the topic of Olive Garden, like, who are you kidding, Olive Garden? Just change your fucking name to Soup, Salad, and Breadsticks already. I don't know if you serve anything else but that. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so we did do those things at the bachelor party. It was actually fun. Then we went to the nightclub Boa. And for those of you who don't know, Boa is the club that the Jets go to. And similar to the Jets, we were in the VIP section, being high rollers. I mean, we paid to be there. But we were high rolling. All the ladies were looking at us with admiration, and similar. And then we had bottle service. Similar to the Jets, the waitress asked us if we wanted another bottle of Grey Goose. And I'm sure the Jets do this. They probably take their phones out and mathematically figure out how much everyone has to pay for that bottle. So, some of those Jets are, for sure. But I love coming back to Winnipeg. I have a niece now that I'm very proud of. And it's awesome hanging out with babies, because everything's exciting and their smile is just, it lights up the room. But when you're playing with a little baby, there's really two conflicting mental ideas that you have going on. Because you're like, oh, we're out in the sun, we're having a good time. But then you're also thinking, I hope she doesn't smash her head on the concrete. You know what I mean? Like, she's on the grass, she starts running the concrete, which is the ever-present danger. So you run over, no, don't die. You gotta stay away from the concrete. It's cool. I also have, it's my cousins, her daughters, which are kind of like my nieces anyways. I don't know what that is. And second cousins? Is that funny? My lack of familial assurance? Fuck you. Okay? I can't see you. You're black. Black blur. But I love hanging out with my 1 second cousin, Leia. She's at that age now where she has an imagination, but she's also starting to think abstractly. So one time we were hanging out and we saw a rainbow. And I said, you know what, Leia? At the end of the rainbow, there's actually a leprechaun with a pot of gold. And she was like, really? And I'm like, yeah, that's rainbows at the end there. If we went to the end of the rainbow, that's what we'd find. And she's like, well, why? If everyone knows that the gold's there, why does the leprechaun still hang out there? And I was like, don't think so much, kid. But I said, well, I don't know. And she's like, well, let's go and ask him. And I'm like, okay. I'm thinking though, the first question I'm going to ask the leprechaun is like, how many hits of acid have you just taken? Just kidding, I never told her that. It's a conversation for later. But I live in Toronto. I do like living in Toronto because it's it's got a lot going on. It's very multicultural. So with multiculturalism, you have a lot of, a lot of different cultures. That joke was thought through. Everyone's looking at each other like, yeah, man, he really nailed it with that one. But no, you get different ethnicities adding their vibe to the city. You have different places to eat, and it is super cool. And actually, my mom came to visit me 2 summers ago, and we went out, we walked through the door of this place, and she's like, Bob, is this the Toronto version of Folklorama? Like, actually, Mom, this is the subway car. This is people just going to work. So, Another cool thing about living in Toronto, and I'm assuming just bigger cities, is that you can hide being poor. Yeah, I can mask it, and because, friends and family ask me, how's Toronto? Oh, it's great, I ride my bike everywhere, I love it, because I can't afford a car. And I guess, girls I date, they work. And so they work, being a big city, it's the big business center of Canada, they work long hours. So they're often asking me, well, is it okay just to meet up for drinks? Like later on, maybe around 9. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool for me. No dinner bill? And you know what, I just love coming home having roommates, someone to talk to. Because I can't afford my own place. But, money, it's tough. It's tough sometimes. Working, making the money. Sometimes I'm thinking like, man, the mafia, I think they're onto something, printing money. I like that idea. I can hang with that. Or bank robbers. That's good. Just take the middleman out. It'll work. I can get down there. Or you know what? You could work for HSBC. That's what you could do. I don't know if many of you know this, but last week, HSBC, one of the biggest banks in the world, were found guilty by the US government of helping Mexican drug cartels launder money.
No way.
Yes. Found guilty, but not indicted, because if they did, it would ruin the economy. And I guess before I continue, I should just find out, is there anyone here from Mexican drug cartel? I just don't want to fuck with you, if you are. But you know what, that's insane, and this is real. This is monopoly for real. This is get out of jail for in real life. Too big to jail, you could say. And I would say I hate bankers. That's a too strong a word. But I would say I want to murder them. You know what? I have to take a knee because I have outrage fatigue when I think about it. Back. So, despite my finances, I still get around to travel. And I guess about 4 years ago, I was in New York City the day after Barack Obama got elected. And I went because I thought it'd be exciting. I don't know what I was expecting, Obama orgies. I don't really know what I had in my mind. And it was there was some excitement there. People were in the pins, and there was a certain air, nothing too crazy. However, I just so happened to be in Dallas, Texas, 2 weeks after Obama got re-elected. And it was very different from New York. Because it's a conservative state, it's where the Bushes are from, and everyone there was fat. They were pretty big. That's all I'm saying. And the thing with